Speaker sir, this calling attention we have moved is about the ineffectiveness of the Goa State Pollution Control Board in controlling the rampant and unabated coal dust and air pollution incidental operations at Mormugao Port. Speaker sir, there was a IIT study conducted a year ago which says that port operations account for 29% of the particulate matter air pollution. Speaker sir, the source study does not measure pollution due to allied activities like transportation of coal via trucks, trains, pollution due to shipping operations. It doesn't do that. But it is obvious that a significant portion of the pollution due to road dust, vehicular emissions, marine aerosols is due to shipping activities in the port. Speaker sir, the quantity of coal handling has also increased. In 2020, the Chief Minister had announced that the amount of coal handling at MPT will be reduced by 50%. However, since 2020, the amount of coal handling has increased by 13.5%. How? 5.5 MMTPA to Southwest Port Limited, 5.3 metric tons per annum to Adani, 1.2 metric tons per annum to MPT. Speaker sir, the report is suggesting for a development of an environment management plan. Now, has the government prepared the plan? The minister will tell me that there are 3 ambient air monitoring equipment, one in Vasco, Upper Jetty, Bogda, all these things. But these are not in the upwind or downwind path from the source of coal pollution, Speaker sir. Therefore, the measurements do not actually reflect the real amount of pollution from the source. Speaker sir, I had asked a question, 15/7/2022, where the government stated that increase in handling of coal may lead to the increase in particulate matter. This is an answer given to me, Speaker sir. So my question is, why is the government supporting such companies? The companies at Mormugao Port Authority owe the state around 210 crore rupees, in which Jindal of Southwest Port Limited owes more than half the amount, 156.35 crores. Speaker sir, on 17th April 2023, our party delegation, along with some activists, met the MPA chairman and submitted a letter that was written by me. I couldn't attend there because my father was serious in the hospital at that time. Speaker sir, the MPA chairman wrote to me on the 12th of May 2023, and he has said that the MPA has given berth number 5, 6, 7 to JSW for 30 years to handle coal and other cargo. Speaker sir, this has come as a revelation to me that 30 वर्षां खातीर वो issue कोलाचे आनी any settlement now. I don't think I will live this 30 years to see that there will be no coal or reduction in coal in the Mormugao Port Trust. Speaker sir, also this handling is done in an open handling manner. Everybody knows it. Our Honorable Minister Shripad Naik has gone there and made a statement that in the future there will be close handling. But here the MPA says that coal terminal operations are following best environmental practices by handling coal and coke in closed conveyors with in-motion silos loading system of rakes, covering of rakes trucks with tarpaulin. Speaker sir, actually handling is done in an open handling manner. So, what is the solution, Speaker sir? The solution is, 1, state government can implement the solution if they have the will. Speaker sir, the matter related to environment is on the concurrent list. So even if an environment clearance is granted to companies, the Goa State Pollution Control Board can reduce the amount of coal handled at the port through its consent to operate terms. Speaker sir, this has happened, and I want to remind the Honorable Minister, whose DP he shares with ex-Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, that Mr. Parrikar on 14th August 2017 had sent a letter to the then Environment Minister that air quality monitoring reports of the Goa State Pollution Control Board indicate that particulate matter, especially at Southwest Port, exceeds the prescribed limit of present handling capacity. And the Pollution Control Board has already directed the Southwest Port to reduce their present handling by 25%. In such circumstances, it would not be prudent to consider the request made by Southwest Port for increasing in coal handling capacity until the level of particulate matter in Vasco city, as well as it comes within the stipulated standards. Speaker, sir, this was when I was a minister in the department, in the government, and Mr. Cabral was my colleague. Speaker, sir, in 2017, in response to environment public hearings of Southwest Port, the Goa State Pollution Control Board had made several recommendations, including one, maintaining pile size, that is volume to minimum height specified by the board, washing the underside and tires of trucks prior to exiting from public roads, establishing dust extinction moisture, DEM, relocating the continuous ambient air quality stations to identify areas in the downward directions where most of the effect of pollution is noted. Speaker said the government has failed to ensure that the Marmugao Port Authority implements these measures. Instead, the ambient air quality readings are collected manually, which are giving scope for manipulation. Speaker, sir, I think this is done to downplay the effect of pollution and give these companies a clean cheat. So I think, Speaker, sir, that in the interest of posterity and for having a clean Goa, we cannot be living in a Goa with pollution. And this pollution is only mainly coming on account of coal. And Mr. Cabral is aware of the letter. If he is not aware of the letter of Mr. Parrikar, then I will place that on the table of the House if he wants it. He had written this letter on the 17th of January 2018 to Mr. Harshvardhan, who was then the Environment Minister of India. Speaker, sir, I can also place that letter dated 12th of May 2023, written to be by the chairperson of the MPA, Mr. Vinod Kumar. So, Speaker, sir, I make a fervent appeal to the Minister to take steps to reduce this and to enforce the guidelines which Parrikar did against these polluting air companies in the Marmugao Port Authority. He has got the powers and he can do it, Speaker, sir. Speaker, sir, specific. एक जेन्ना मंत्री म्हणटा की वाडोवंक ना म्हणून मुख्यमंत्र्याचो स्टेटमेंट आहा हांगा की आपूण 50% रिड्यूस करतलो म्हणून तो गेलो आतां स्टेटमेंट लेट पीपल नो की हो स्टेटमेंट आमी करूंकूच नाशिल्लो म्हणून सांगा तुमी म्हाका नाजाल्यार सांगा की हो 2020 स्टेटमेंट केलो तो आमी विड्रॉ करता म्हणून कित्याक स्पिकर सर तो कितें सांगूंक सोदता तें अशें की आमी देंवयलें आनी परतें वाडयलें पूण मेन लिमीट आमी दिल्लो तो हाजे वयल्यान वचूंक ना म्हणटा तो आपूण सो पॉयंट कितें पोल्युशन जातालें देंवोन पचून जेन्ना मनोहर पर्रीकारान तांकां लेटर बरयलें तेन्ना ते लिमिटानूच आसून पसून पोल्युशन जाता म्हणटालो तो स्पिकर सर आनी आतां संकल्प आमोणकार सांगता तो थंयचो आमदार सांगता की हें कितें जाता तें स्पिकर सर बरें आतां आमी हें MPTचें सोडया लेट्स गो टू IDC आतां लिडर ऑफ ओपोजिशन सदां म्हणटा की IDC कुंकळे पोल्युशन जाता म्हणून स्पिकर सर थंय तुमचें एम्बियंट क्वॉलिटी कशी तुमी कॅल्कुलेट करता फ्रॉम द चिमनी बट हियर इट इज कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम द वेंट फ्रॉम द रूफ थंय एक फोटोग्राफ आहा म्हजे कडेन हांगा फ्रॉम द सायड ऑफ द रूफ दोंगर येता चिमणींतल्यान कांय येत ना सो पोल्युशन जाताच स्पिकर सर सो हें स्टॅक मॉनिटरींग म्हणटा तें हाव ऑफन डू यू डू दॅट आनी गोवा पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड कॅनॉट बिहेव लायक अ वेदर डिपार्टमेंट की आमी मॉनिटर केलें मागीर 3 म्हयन्यान एक्शन जाली हें आतां पणजे तांणी सांगलां की 3 दिसां खातीर हें जालें म्हणून पार्टिक्युलर मॅटर इनक्रीज मोर दॅन 10 म्हणून आनी एक्शन वॉज टेकन इन मे पोल्युशन जाल्लें फेब्रुवारीन म्हळ्यार 2 म्हयने मदीं लोकांक कितें जावपाचें आहा तें जावपाचें स्पिकर सर यू कॅनॉट बिहेव लायक अ वेदर बॉडी यू हॅव टू टेक इमिजिएट स्टेप्स हें आतां एम्बियंट एअर क्वॉलिटी इंडेक्स म्हणटा तो आहा तो आर यू मॉनिटरींग इट आवरली डेली काय अशें मदीं मदीं सिस्टम ना स्पिकर सर म्हारग पडटा यू हॅव टू बाय इट बिकॉज इट्स अ कॉस्ट ऑफ पोल्युशन अदरवायज पीपल वील डाय जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ अडानी एंड जिंदाल सो अशें जावंक जायना स्पिकर सर आनी एक उत्तरान ताणें दिलां की मॉडरेट म्हणून मॉडरेट म्हळ्यार कितें मॉडरेट मिन्स मॉडरेट हेल्थ कन्सर्न moderate is not a good word moderate means that there is a moderate health concern also associated with it this is what speaker said he has to note he has to be very sincere that pollution he will not tolerate as much as the person on his DP was sincere in 2017 let him give us that much word at least person in his DP, many of them have forgotten. He has not forgotten. For that, I give him credit.
Speaker sir, जो माझा कलीग विजय बाब जो सांगता, Speaker sir, आम्ही 2016 ते 25% reduce केले. What was given in 2005 and 2012 was 5.5 million tons and 4.8 million tons. I am telling you, Speaker sir. And we have not increased, Speaker sir, the quantities of handling. Speaker sir, we have in 2021, after because of this, Speaker sir, we have given up to them to handle. Now what Vijay Babu is saying is, what is the guarantee that air pollution जे खयचे पत्र्यातल्यान येता आणि खयचे म्हाका दिवचे
कुंकळे बी कशें आहा ते it's not like MPT. Let's go out of MPT. Let's go to the other areas. थंय कितें धुंवर फक्त चिमणींतल्यान येतलो म्हणून ना असो मदल्यान येता म्हाका पळय फोटो धाडिल्लो हांव तुका धाडटा WhatsApp करता. It's coming out from here. So you are monitoring the chimney. It's coming out from this side. And highly polluting, all this ferrous steel alloys.
Such incidents कितें आसा म्हाका दिवले सर हांव आजूच एक्शन घेवपाक येता म्हाजे कोण हांगा हे ना स्पीकर सर आमी बंदूय करता स्पीकर सर
I am just drawing attention to what the leader of opposition
whoever says so म्हाका दिवचे स्पीकर sir, we will take action against them. We assure the house that pollution levels are well in control. We are not like other states where we have to put air towers to monitor, where my colleague was saying they put a big air towers to monitor the air pollution. That is not required. But wherever there is a problem, Speaker sir, and continuous the monitoring mechanism, what we have given, I have given a list of 17 places what we are doing. And jenna mining transport chalu asa, we put additional on that route. And wherever there on that route, if say find it continuous monitoring janna karta, if we find that trips are leading to pollution, we automatically tell mining department to stop transport in that area. It is an ongoing process, Speaker sir. We are monitoring.
Last good question, sir. I understood. Are you aware of this 30 years and dila म्हणून 30 वर्सां खातीर?
Because sir, it is a tender removed by NPT.
No, but you were aware. I was not aware. I came to know.
I am aware, Speaker sir. It is given in before 2005, 2003 and 2002 and tender kadlalo, and 2005 it has been operational. After 2005, after 2023 all Speaker sir. So that 30 years is from 2005 onwards. From the date it has been given to them because it is given to JSW in 2005 and 2012 to Adani.
Yes,
so there are two different dates, Speaker sir, as per a tender. So that is in the MPT part. But I can assure the house that the dome, what we have told them to put, we are going to monitor, and Sankalp Babu is aware that a dome work has started there, and we are monitoring that, Speaker sir, in the MPT. Wherever else there is any specific query, like so Venji Baba has told about, he appreciated the fact that the Goa Pollution Control Board had made an inspection also and closed his area where there was a thing. He made a statement. I'm not talking about Goa Carbon, I'm talking about some field where he had told. It is not that whenever it is brought to our notice, Speaker sir, we are making inspections, and wherever it is required, we will take action, Speaker sir.
Yes, पुढे होते आम्ही.